Welcome back, everyone. I'm Johan Ngungu, and welcome back to the Football Critics. And yeah, today we'll be covering the match. I'll be covering the match between Manchester City, come on, City, and RB Leipzig. Yeah, Manchester City with another win in the group stages of the Champions League, edging closer to that round of 16 qualification. Yeah, first of all, let me talk about Leipzig. Very, very good team. They just drew against Bayern. Yeah, I think just drew against Bayern in the league in the weekend. So good. They have Xavi Simons. They have a lot of talent. They have Forsberg. They have Uvena, who flopped in the Premier League, but very good player. They have Sesko. They have a lot of good players. And I was kind of disappointed with them in the first half because why were they defending? First off, they were defending, they were sitting back, doing as a Wolves last week. They were trying to copy the Wolves tactics, defending deep, trying to hit City in the counter. And it was effective, it was very good. I'm not blaming them. It really works. The goal that they scored was a goal in the counter. Akanji couldn't cover, and they scored a goal through the counter, which is good. But for me, I think it's backwards thinking because you have so much attacking talent, and yet again, what you want to do is defend, which is not your strongest point. Your strongest point is attacking. Why don't you just attack from the onset? But yeah, I think Leipzig played well. I don't think the score reflects the proper match. We won 3-1 Man City, but I don't think the score reflects the proper match. I think Leipzig were head on with Manchester City. I think we were quite lucky with the win, even though we deserved it. I think we were quite lucky because they had a lot of opportunities in the counter. I think we literally, I think we didn't deserve to only concede one. I think two goals maybe for Leipzig would have been justice. I think also didn't deserve the three goals. I think the third one was just slice of, it's not a slice of luck, it's just they were pushing at the end. They wanted an equalizer, but they left a lot of space, and we attacked really well. From Manchester City's side, let me talk about Phillips. Sorry, not Phillips. Let me talk about Foden. Philip Foden. That's what I wanted to say. Let me talk about Philip Foden and Ulrich Lewis. Star players, those guys, star flipping players, and they both came from the Manchester City academy. So you can't talk about Manchester City and talk about us not having a proper academy. You can't talk about City and say, yeah, we're just signing star players. We have an academy, and our first goal is basically our academy players linking up. Ulrico Lewis, star player, that guy. Star player probably should play a little bit more, but there's a lot of competition within the side. He can play full back, and can play central midfield, can play attacking midfield. He's good on the half turn, is good overlapping, underlapping. That guy is so good, Ulrico Lewis. That guy is a future star. You should watch out for him. And then the obvious generational talent, the best player in England by far, even better than Jude Bellingham. And yes, I'm talking about Phil Foden. Ah, today, today he was just showing us the glimpse of what he'll do against Arsenal. So good, so good, and especially with him on the left hand side, linking up with Jack Grealish. I think that's a future combination for us with Man City. I think with Foden, Grealish, and Guardiola overlapping there from the left back position. I think it's so good. Foden showed us a lot of glimpses. I think he hit the woodwork once, should have scored another goal for me. It was so brilliant and helped out Haaland, who was a little bit off today. I don't know what's going on with that guy. In the past few matches, he hasn't been switched on. He hasn't been the Haaland that we know, but with Manchester City also, I think we've been a little bit lethargic with our performances. We want doing like the City way, but it's understandable because every start of the season, Manchester City plays like this. We're a little bit slow to start off, but when we hit the business end of the season, that's where we hit the engine boosters. That's where we go. And then second half we were vulnerable on the counter. That's where we conceded, I think, the goal. We were vulnerable at the counter, but Julian Alvarez, our best player by far. He's been our best player by far this season. He scored two goals, I think, in the first Champions League fixture against Red Star Belgrade, and again today came out and saved us with a goal and assist for the last goal for Udoku. What a star. What a finish. Similar to that free kick from Wolves. This guy is just a star. He's just a star. And I think it begs the question, like, if it reaches that point, let's say Kevin De Bruyne is back. Let's say Kevin De Bruyne is back and back at his original position. What do you do? Do you bench Haaland and start this guy who's clearly our best player? What do you do? Well, for me, I would continue starting Haaland because Haaland is a beast. He's just bullies people left, right, and center. But I think Alvarez deserves his turn, man. Whether it's on the left hand side, the right hand side, I think it deserves to start. He shouldn't be start. He shouldn't be sitting on the bench. He's the second best Premier League striker. Well, because of Haaland, he's the second best. No other striker is close to that guy. He's clearly a star. World Cup winner, and we've hit the jackpot. We've really hit the jackpot with this guy. And he delivered an assist for Uchermi Doku, another brilliant signing. Grealish should watch out. Grealish, if he doesn't start performing, you should watch out. Doku is coming, man. Doku's coming. He's contributing with the goals, with the dribbling, byline dribbling. He's terrifying for defenses are sorry. I wouldn't want to defend against that guy. I wouldn't want to defend against this guy. But I have a feeling that Grealish, I think he can play in the middle also, but I have a feeling that Grealish will start against this guy, Utoku, against the Arsenal because of maybe the little bit of experience, but Grealish can win us a lot of fouls against Arsenal and they can move us ahead of Arsenal, that can move us higher up on the pitch when we are struggling in build up. But yeah, I think from this match, I think this is basically it for me. I think it's been a great match for Manchester City. Kind of slow in the first half, but second half we picked it up, and yeah, hopefully Haaland is back to his scoring ways on Sunday against Arsenal. Yeah, it's been Johan Mungu. It's been a pleasure. See you next time.